Greetings everyone, and great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side as the Pounds Elite player, or Wagwan? If it's more German sound, so it'll be Wagwan. Probably, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Spawn as his Wehrmacht allies, we have Salo. What's a Salo? I can't even pronounce that name. Spawn as the US forces, we have ImmortalXHeroesBand. I think I got that one right. And as the British forces, are Brutal Hummel. Saying C, that could be potentially that one player has a microphone, the other player's not, and then perhaps in some sort of Discord call. But that's just a guess. And we also got one player lagging out. If he fully lags out of the game, I will back out because I don't feel like casting a 2v1 with an AI ally. Guys, you're basically playing with a handicapped player. AI can do well in a short amount of time since they have that increased amount of manpower and they're a bit more aggressive at capturing multiple sectors on the map. But in the long run, they do not do well at all. Hence why I believe Company Heroes 3's campaign sucks, because it's just skirmish over and over again. And in which the AI is not adequate enough for that sort of gameplay. Just rust out Choffies and you just win. You know how the G43s engaging the engineer squad, getting some good damage onto them. Jeep advancing forward, received no damage just yet. Schimmenwagen now coming forward to support his teammate. Maybe he'll hit the engineers first. They're they actually prone to being wiped out by the Schimmenwagen. And does manage, not just yet. Okay, does manage to fall back in time. Jeep now seeing a bit of fire there, should be able to escape on out of there. Though Schimmenwagen's doing a great job of playing bumper cars. Slowing down on Jeep a little bit, but the Jeep should be able to skip on out of there with a small amount of health remaining. Rifleman squad now behind a bit of heavy cover there. Got this Scope Rifle squad advancing forward. We should probably take a look where the British HQ's at, because that's tend to be a bit important at this moment in time. That is the US player. This is the British player. The British HQ is now on the center of the map right now, eyeing to secure up the munitions point. And he's gone pretty center forward, not backwards, but towards the front. Which can be both either incredibly powerful or really, really bad idea. Because if you get overrun, then you have no place to run to. If you are able to keep the area secure, that can be a powerful hard point. Never in between, now is it? Jeep has been repaired on up, being pushed back out on the front line. We've still got these Panzergrenadiers here. Pioneers repairing up this Schimmenwagen. Panzergrenadier squad does fall back. G43 squad in this region. Now if you do have the Pioneers, I need to lay down some Dragon Thief's tank traps. I do now have the Jeep pushing forward, getting some good damage there onto the Panzergrenadiers. Schimmenwagen getting some bursts there onto the intersection. AC, I'm assuming armor car. And the Panzergrenadier squad may get wiped out. Rifleman did some great damage there. Jeep in pursuit. And no, the Panzergrenadier squad escapes on out there. Though he may be going in deep, he's having trouble accelerating. And he has very little health to accelerate with. And defense crews in the MG42 scores the kill. One light vehicle kill. More mortars running on. Is there a mortar emplacement? Yes, we do see a mortar emplacement plot on the field. I do hear some small arms fire. Pioneers engines engaging away. Are the Pioneers trapped? You can always cancel this in order to escape on out there, but I think they may be trapped. Nope, they're not trapped. No, you're not trapped when there's a big flamethrower trying to burn you alive. Got, looks like some Volksgrenadiers advancing along the flanks. Got the Pioneers trying to secure the flanks, both flanks. And now I've got the Panzergrenadiers getting some good damage onto the Riflemen. And the Schimmenwagen, or Kettengrads, is doing a good job in knocking around the Riflemen. Some defense. Okay, looks like he is, the Wehrmacht player is eyeing for defensive doctrine. Very good. Still a bit of lag spikes there, so we're just going to have to remember that the US player may be experiencing lag spikes. Bit of a shame, but that's the nature of some games.
German forces are trying to secure one of our sectors.
Panzer Grenadiers captured that sector. We've got this Panzer Grenadier deploying out some roadblocks. So we've got Scorched Earth and Defense versus an unknown doctrine by the Brit player. He may have enough command points for... Yeah, I can't tell if he spent one or he just hasn't really got a whole lot of command points. He does have rifle grenades on the field. Lieutenant falling on back. Panzer Grenadier seeing a bit of fire there. The Panzer Grenadier squad does fall back now. Over here, Volks Grenadiers engaging the riflemen. Attaching clearing station down below on the field. I heard a landmine detonation somewhere, or maybe it's just mortar hits. Rifleman squad catching this munitions sector. Attaching clearing station there. It's not necessarily where the retreat point is, but it's in a safe location. The US player can deploy a medic station here in order to get some additional medics to support the Brit to get more casualties. Or he can deploy a medic station in front of it to make it so that the British player supports him getting more casualties. Intersections, of course, you need 5 models recovered as opposed to 6 for the riflemen. So it's easier to get more casualties for the Brit, plus the armies are just much more expensive and hit are just a little bit better. So it is a possibility that the US player can get his teammate a lot of free intersections. But if he's a bit more suicidal with his own riflemen. We also got 2 lieutenants in this region, though I'm not sure where the other one is at. I see 2 stars here. Wait, now the 0 stars. Does he only have 1 lieutenant? Apparently there's a bit of a bug there where it's showing 2 stars. Or I'm just going crazy. 1 to 2. Probably the latter. Wehrmacht sniper deployed on the field, receiving some of the scope rifle fire. And scope rifle does fall back. Now, I do have a 25 pounder being pulled on the field. He's likely going for raw artillery. That's pretty standard in team games for Brits. Does get a couple grenade hits there. Doing some small splash damage to the 222. Now got the STG squads advancing on forward. The rifleman squad make their way forward. The capture clearing station could activate to get the rifleman squad some extra health. Mortar in place to see a bit of fire there. Rifle grenades. Gets a good splash hit there. Scope Rifle squad is starting to get overran. Rifleman squad is here to support the grid, but the Scope Rifle squad is about to get wiped out. Does save the Scope Rifle squad there. Mortar placement does go down, however. More good damage coming on those flame engineers. Doesn't get any of them, no models dropped, but his opponent doesn't have a veterancy to get them healed up. If the Panzer player does have base healing, he may want to send them back over there. And I heard something about getting something to arty line for qualified officers, so we do have raw artillery for the Brit. The US player, an unknown doctrine right now. He does have a tank, a motor pool, does pull out an AT gun there, very nice. Here, 25 pounder barrage is raining on in. Barrage in the space. These flamer pioneers I mentioned before, and they're very wounded, and they may be soon to be very dead. But it looks like he will miss. Panzer Grenadiers getting some good pin there. We've got 2 flamer engineers for the US player.
Enemy unit down.
Ooh. Oh, plus 1 down to an AT gun. Very nice. Volks Grenadier squad does fall back. Panzer Grenadiers in this region. We do have the Wehrmacht player doing some good work, capturing the VP. We have double capture in favor of the Axis players. Over here, these rifleman squads getting some reinforcements on the front line. British forces do fall back. The VP is not being recaptured. You could potentially pull out a vigorous replacement or both replacements to help keep that secured from infantry and other assets. Rifleman squad trying to capture the central VP. We've got these SG squads making their way forward. And the rifle squad here is getting annihilated. Does fully withdraw that squad there. STG's causing some severe problems for the allies. Rifle squad does fall back late. The brick didn't really focus these guys down. Sniper does get a shot there, falling them back. Does undeploy, packs up his HQ in order to retreat away these units to his teammates' base. And now the
Enemy unit
35 pounder may go down. I heard enemy unit went down. Maybe something right there. Not sure where. Nope, it was a Shimwagen going down to the AT gun. STG's getting some severe damage there on the howitzer. Rifle grenades could get some friendly fire there, and the base MGs has some suppression there on these squads. Something got decrewed, like the AT gun. More suppression has come forward. Rifle grenade. Won't get some splash damage there. Next rifle grenade. Rolls a miss. Rifle grenades are really miss or miss. Hardly hit. Does get a good wipe there. And taking out the STG squads. Ooh, that's a big loss. Two very marked snipers split on field. 111 kills. The other one zeros. Know about one, not about the other.
About time. Rifles here.
Does use the caution clearing station gear to get some healing. Rifleman squad's going to get some healing there. Does receive a sniper shot. Another sniper shot there. Now I got these two tanks forward. Do now have the Blitz or For the Fatherland being activated. Does fall back to the HQ there. Triage Center has been pulled out by the US player, so that's only recently gone up. The teammate couldn't heal from there earlier. Down south, got the US Rifleman squad trying to get reinforced. We got the US Sniper advanced forward as well. Ren squad trying to get some damage onto these armored cars. Have a bit of trouble with it up north. We do have the Volksgrenadiers trying to capture the sector there, and then we got the Rifleman squad now engaging the Volksgrenadiers. Down south, we got an STG squad and G43 squad advanced forward. Bit of damage there on the 222s.
Enemy unit down.
Nope, and something went down here. It looks like a 250 half track of some sort. Probably mortar half track went down to the AT gun. AT gun that was recruited over there. STG squad does fall back. He could just perhaps reverse move towards his teammate's HQ to get reinforced. Rifle squad getting hit significantly.
Objective secured. Rifle squad.
Mission sector has been captured on up.
Snipers got a dude.
Does leave a couple sniper shots there. Does get a suppression there from the M242. Does use heroic charge to get these guys forward to do some advancement forward. Does get one squad suppressed there. Trying to focus down the M242. M242 does full withdrawal. Mortars are raining on in. Does throw a rifle grenade there. Rolls a bit of a miss there. Flamer Pioneers still unvetted, so doesn't get any health regen for the Fatherland. Oh, Volksgrenadiers need some veterancy as well. They're so super wounded.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
These forces push way forward, trying to get some damage on in. Rifle grenades roll wide.
To all units, light vehicles may now advance.
So now we
and
got
capture
armor company
territory.
there. He does have tank T-bow going up as well, so maybe eyeing for some M10s or Hellcats. Let's see now. The US player has plenty of munitions in reserve, so plenty for Allied War Machine. Allied War Machine suggests he's going for Fly Piece as well. His teammate has an insane 900 manpower at the moment. He has a good number of squads out in the field as well. Only one sapper, however. No HQ or armor command truck at the moment. Defensive player does have access, of course, to Krieg Spirit. Does have Efficiency 2 infantry, or Efficiency 1 infantry. Something got wiped out there. Looks like it was a Pioneer that went down. And I do have a 17 powder being blown out. Very nice. All these forces do get exhausted there. Flame Engineers push way forward. We'll receive a lot of damage and suppression. Dude's getting some good damage there. Repair Engineer, Pioneer does get some good repairs. And these forces are all falling back now.
Pioneers now have access to heavy flak weaponry.
Now the flak idiots can be deployed on the field. Over here we do have just SCGs, 222s, and a mortar half track. What was that? 250/3 is the mortar half track, or was it 250/7? I always forget. They have spotted the 17-pounder now. Going for some roadblocks. And we do also have some booby traps here. Very nice. Now I got a creeping barrage being deployed on the field. Maybe it's getting pretty close. Nope, it's going to miss that bunker there. Maybe for a repair bunker. Could be a casualty recovery bunker. That's a bit of damage there onto the 17-pounder there. Good hits there onto the SCG squad. Rifle grenades sometimes really annihilates everything. And now these forces are all falling back. Pioneers are falling back as well. There's a lot of British forces pushing way forward. Good hit there onto the roadblock. Got a good number of Penguins here, but they're a little bit damaged and wounded. The dude's now getting some skirmishing damage. No peeps in this area, so have a bit of trouble versus these 222s. Folks grenades push way forward before the fatherland has been activated. Anti-research has been researched. And so I'm going to go for it. Up north, Volksgrenadiers do fall back, trying to avoid these Flamer Engineers. Now we've got the SCG squad advancing forward, trying to get some damage on in. Does fall back now. Down south, got the 222s, Pack 38, Veteran C1. Oh, creeping barrage. I'm not sure what just got blown up there. Doesn't look human anymore. I don't see any weapon carcasses, so maybe some Pioneer, repair Pioneers. Can't say for sure on top of my head. Could have been the crew from the MG42. PT soon, PT. I don't know why I'm having trouble thinking what PT stands for. Nope, either way, we do got some artillery raining on in. Got the Pack 38 over here, snipers engaging. Nope, I hear some sniper shots somewhere. Mortar half track push way forward with a Pack 38. He has reclaimed his MG42, very nice. Trying to soft retreat away to the bunker there for reinforcements. Now we've got Panthers deployed on the field. PT maybe meant Panther battle group? Either way, Panthers pushing way forward. I just can't think what the T stands for. Panther tank? Good it there on the infantry section. Rifle squad push way forward. And decent hit there onto the MG42. MG42 is getting annihilated. Rifle grenade gets another model there. The gun itself is almost destroyed. You can't tell if the gun went down or the guy went down. Boom trap has been triggered there. Does avoid it. Over here, do now have these Flamer Pioneers trying to stop this rifleman. Rifle squad getting quite burned alive. Multiple models have been burned and then now charging forward. Panther's getting some good hits there. Destroyed engine crit there. The 222s are backing on off. He wants to retarget to the wounded one. And looks like the Allied War Machine will get them both covered there, unable to sort of just stall it out. Takes out that one there. That's gonna just see a bit of fire. Sending powder, gaining some good, firing some shots there, not getting a whole lot of kills. And now got Hero Charge being activated over here, trying to overrun these snipers. Medic Charge trying to collect themselves a casualty. The Volks Grenadiers do fall back. Panthers now engaging one of them that's already at Efficiency 1. Confused now getting some sporadic damage as well. There's a Piet squad here. Does get a hit there on the 2-2. Now got 25 pounds trying to hit those Panthers, but they do avoid it. Mortar half track, same bit of fire there. We got these horses getting some sporadic damage. Grenadiers finishing their way forward, trying to get some damage on the riflemen.
Self-propelled artillery pieces can now be commissioned for our troops.
Now Hummels can be brought on in. He's pushing enough manpower for it. As Grenadiers push way forward. Now let's go and start from the bottom, see what more resources everybody has. The Hansley player does have a bit of resource to work with, manpower and munitions, enough for sector artillery. His teammate does have plenty of manpower, no Pack 8 being pulled out just yet. Volks Grenadiers trying to overrun this captain. Let's get some flame burst there onto the AT gun there, and does get a full retreat here. Has plenty of fuel for the rest of the game, and no munitions, some manpower. And of course I had the 2500 selected, so now there's going to be permanent reticles. More permanent reticles now put on the map. The Brit has plenty of manpower still. Does have the armor command truck. May want to set up on a fuel sector at this current rate. We have some observation, or a fuel observation post there.
3rd Battalion's just received access to self-propelled artillery vehicles.
And now a priest can be immediately brought on in. The US player does have a large amount of munitions, has a good amount of M10s. So perhaps eye for a Calliope relatively soon. Get some shots over here. I do hear Warfman half tracks now firing away. We'll get some sporadic damage across the front line. 70 pounders a little bit damaged there. STJ squad receive a bit of fire there from these Brits. Mortar does get a decent hit in there.
Engineer squad ready.
And now got good G43 fire there onto the rifleman. Incendiary mortar has been brought in. STG squad advancing on forward. Multiple STJ squads, but multiple models are missing. Trying to focus on the flame engineer squad. Sniper or SG squad does get forced back there. Sniper's still alive. Sniper's advancing on forward. Does get some good damage there. Not sure if any of the Wehrmacht snipers are still alive, but the US sniper does get a good shot there. G43 squad's now withdrawing. Pair of US medics pushing way forward. I'm pretty sure those are US medics. I don't know if they're British medics. And how's those Wehrmacht snipers doing? They're dead. Maybe to a 25-pounder barrage. Can't say for sure. A ping sniper. They know where generally the US sniper's at the moment. Prepare Pioneers do go down. Does find a US landmine there, but only get minimal damage. British force advancing up north with the lieutenant and captain. Now here comes the Calliope barrage, getting some great damage there on the Grenadiers. They do fall back, and one squad gets entirely wiped out.
field of battle with the eye of an eagle.
Has increased vision range now. Does have these M10s push way forward, trying to get a good engagement. Panther's fully healed, but can easily overrun. Pack 38 in the back line. The gun's almost destroyed. Allied war machine's been activated. Meaning has damage engine crit there. Good damage being brought on in. One M10 does get destroyed. Panther's one interesting bit of beat there. The spare M10 may get focused down. Rifle squad or infrastructure trying to advance him forward. Main gun destroyed, crit there. Right over on the Hummel. Hummel now seeing a bit of fire there. Hummel does go down. Both M10s have been recovered. Does take out the Hummel carcass as well, but will lose these other M10s. Main gun destroyed, crit there, so all the Hummels is nice and safe. And the M10 does go down as well. Not sure where the British infantry went. It's right there. Got some sludge trenches here. More 25-pounder barrages now raining on in. YP barrage barraging on in. Does get a good hit there onto some of these pioneers. And Panther seeing a bit of damage as well.
We have 300 points left.
Clear the breach and get ready to load.
Both the Warfmen's down there, Pack 38, 222s. A lot of light vehicles there. The M10s could try charging down there. They have vision of the region. SG squad advancing forward, trying to decapture this central VP. The VPs are in favor of the allies at the moment. Warfman barrage raining on in. US players still lagging a little bit. And this grenadier squad is receiving a bit of fire as well. Arc grenade finds some good hits there. That's a command now employed on the field. We do have Knights Cross Soldiers being employed on the field. STG squad does see some sniper fire there. Asking his teammate if he's going for any more AT. He says he's going to go for a flak 88, which is probably a good idea, but also going to receive a lot of artillery fire. Got two sources of artillery, the 25-pounders and the Calliopes. Perhaps eyeing for engagement along the flank. His teammate has to pull out some of these tank traps here, though there looks like there's still opening. Got a landmine here as well.
You're losing territory.
Rifle squad received a bit of fire there. We've got Calliope barrages raining on in. Looks like not getting damage from these Panthers just yet. It's also a bit hard sometimes to hit stuff that's on top of a hill like this. Not a big black backdrop. Now the Warfman barrage raining on in. Does get some damage there on that rifle squad, but it does escape on out of there. Oh, and the British forces went in deep. Trying to bring artillery barrage there. Looks like there's a vector target there from the captain. The Wehrmacht player does have access to a couple pioneers. He probably could take time to start repairing up all these structures.
Taking fire.
There's a Firefly there and the command tank supported. Very nice. Try to focus on some of these roadblocks. Now to have a fresh flak 88. It's a bit far back, but it will help them protect themselves from any M10 dive. Okay, so it's there on the Dragon's Teeth. Here's some artillery. Is it over here? Yep, they're really trying to hit the Wehrmacht headquarters. Your sniper does get forced back from the Knight's crossholders, seeing which the Wehrmacht cleric, no additional level of veterancy just yet.
Base is under enemy fire.
M10's now trying to overrun the Knight's crossholders now. Knight's crossholders may just want to fall back. Back 38 sitting on up, does fall back for all 3 models alive. Panther squad does not get crushed there by the command tank, but trying to be crushed.
Taking us! Panzer bus squad has casualties! Ready for order.
A little bit quiet right now. Nobody's really
All
pushing
squad
forward.
here.
Let's take a quick look at everybody's resources. The Wehrmacht player does have a small amount of manpower, decent reserve munitions, and plenty of fuel for the rest of the game. His teammate has basically no manpower, plenty of munitions for sector artillery, and enough fuel for the rest of the game. The Brit still has an absurd amount of manpower. He has also a good amount of forces on the field as well. Calliope barrage is now raining on in, really salting up the region.
Secured sector under attack.
But yeah, he does have 69 population out of 77, so that's a lot of population. British artillery running on in, trying to keep back these forces. And the US player does have a small reserve of manpower, an excellent reserve of munitions, and could always use more fuel. British trying to fire it up over here, or not fire it up, heroic charge. And something in here is on the build queue, but needs more population space. There are more artillery raining on in. Looks like more creeping barrages. The Wehrmacht HQ is still very damaged. There's a bit more holes than windows now. Another M10 deployed on the field. So far he's at 5 M10s, as long as 2 Calliopes. He does have field repair and allied war machine activated, or can be activated. Does get both or one activated now. Mega destroy the crit there, out of control. M10 trying to focus on the Flak 88.
Our forces are taking casualties.
Let's get some good hits there. Takes out the Flak 88. Do now the Panthers engage with the short ninja crit there, taking out another one. Allied war machine has now expired. This one's still alive for now. We've also got a martyr on the field, relatively rare thing to see, but it may be just trying to max out his population cap. Calliope barrage raining on in, the martyr will receive a significant amount of damage. And it's pushing way forward. Wolfman barrage raining on in. Panthers trying to gauge it. Does force back these infantry units. 2-2 is pushing way forward as well. Martyr is dead. Got some AT gun shots there. Panthers have received quite a bit of veterancy, and now the Panthers have a bit trouble decapturing this point. Got a senior grenade here as well. And the H-Sex losing a bit of fire there. Panther does go down to a Hummel barrage. The AT gun, however, has not been decrewed just yet. More shots over here, rolling some misses. Up north, we do have these points being captured on up. Some rifle grenades are being thrown. Knight's Crossroads trying to capture this point. The allies do have a significantly more amount of tickets than his opponent. And this guy is going to soft retreat away. Got the M10 style actually in pursuit. Next, the Wehrmacht player, or the Panzer League player, says 2 Panthers on the field. Both of them still quite vetted. Next crossroads receiving fire there. Here, another Calliope barrage running in somewhere. Up here. Nope, way down here. Hitting the Volks Grenadiers. A little bit overkill on that squad. His teammate has one Flak 88 deployed in the field. A fresh one. Now we've got field repair being activated. So he took a bit of damage across all of those units, so using field repair to top them off is okay. Except when you have, what, another 700 more munitions. 750. Active trying to push before. Does have the 4-man squad research. And, ooh, will that person then back out the, or drop the game? And he looks like he's receiving some significant lag spikes. I haven't seen him get replaced by an AI. He does go and scorch the central point there, trying to stall out the game a little bit longer. But he's receiving some airburst rounds there. Hendrick rolls and miss there, and Knight's Crossroads in the reach as well. And it looks like he has recovered. Saying his teammate, we need more AT. And touch forward, one does go down, does use field repair, does use the allied war machine, gets that one recovered. Another one does go out of control there. We've got multiple Flak 88s, I believe, to lower down the field now. Flak 88s starting to get overran, Panthers getting some good hits there. Good hits there, takes another M10. Good hits there. Main got destroyed, so that one's good as dead. That one goes down, and now this next one will go down. Lord's some of those carcasses actually went down as well, so the Wehrmacht player can't salvage them. And I got a Clyde Barrage raiding on in, trying to hit that Flak 88, and basically missed every single shot, didn't it? And to still have plenty of health as well. Was there a second more Flak 88s? Yeah, but there's a Flak 88 and an AK-38. We have a Steward here. The central point has been repaired. Airburst around onto the Panther.
Losing a strategic sector.
Get some good hits there.
We're losing a point out there.
Down south, Volksgrenadiers see a bit of fire there from these snipers. Russian C2 and 1 kill. 15 kills and 1 kill. More artillery raining on in. Once the trench, this Sapper Squad main one to get out of there. We got airburst rounds raining on in, and neither of these Panther Grenadiers. He has multiple guns in Overwatch stance. Rapid grenades firing away. Something about the Overwatch. Not English, I can say that for sure. Let's see, his teammate does have access to 28cm rocket barrage. If he deploys out a sniper, I would say it's a good idea to pull out a sniper, camouflage forward, and start marking these positions to be obliterated. He does have 3 of them activated for Overwatch. I think he's saying about the scorching a point there.
Knights cross.
As Crossroads advancing forward, they're going to receive some Overwatch artillery soon. That one rolls a miss there. That one runs a bit far behind. There's just a lot of Overwatch raining on in. They're having a hard time just staying alive. Lucy's trying to blow out Capture Clearing Station there, trying to get some forward healing. Here comes a Clyde Barrage right there. Getting some good damage there on these Panthers. They're pretty close. Actually, not as a lot of damage as I thought they would. Down south, we got the PAC-38. Your snipers, no additional kills so far. Now the Panther Grenadiers are trying to get some repairs along with the repair Pioneers.
Battery ready for fire mission. Heavy fire!
Over here, Grenadiers do get inside the garrison.
Under attack.
And now the Brent squad does fall back. We do have 3 M10s push way forward. Here's player does have a small bit of manpower. Does he have the supply yard upgrades? He does have both of them. He's getting some damage there on this rifleman. The Brit still has a large reserve of manpower. Does have pop cap. He may want to be a bit more aggressive, maybe even suicidal at this point. Hummel Barrage trying to hit this 25-pounder, gain some splash damage. Let's get some hits there of the M10s. We all got a Clyde barrage, get some good damage there on these Panthers.
Infantry closing in on us!
And more barrages running on in, get some damage there onto these nice crossholders. Holy crap, that's a lot of air bursts. I think it's... It feels like it's more than just the 3. It feels like there's a 4th one somewhere. There is a 4th one. That will really lock down some of the map. If they can scorch it, that would be great. M10s get some damage on these Panthers, but the Panthers will win out. Let's activate Allied War Machine. Shooter here would be a good item to prevent the point from being decaptured. Let's get a casual clothing station here. Will provide some good health regeneration to these units if he spends a bit of munitions onto them. We got sector artillery now raining in this sector as well. Yes, both these trenches could receive a bit of fire there if they get spotted.
Kampfgruppe, Hummels are now available for deployment.
He does have 2 Hummels. He does have a Goliath deployed on the field as well. Very nice. Where's the munition half-track? There's the Vampire. Does force him back right there. He doesn't have to detonate it. He just wants to use that to keep stuff from not capturing. 5 barrage rating on it. Force back those Pentagoners. Those one of them did get wiped out. Bunk Waggons right here. He could push forward to this munition sector, get that munition siphoned off. Goliath has been spotted there for a brief moment. Okay, Zach can just push that squad forward to spot the camouflage Goliath, because he'll likely just get blown up. Intersection now see a bit of fire there from Knight's crossholders. And they get annihilated.
Superiority once again.
Here's some shots over, I think, onto this Panther. And more shots bouncing somewhere onto this Panther here from this AT gun. Rolls a miss there. Rifleman squad advance forward. They may have sticky bombs available. Very likely at this point in time they do. And it's unable to get off a sticky bomb. Or it looks like he will get off a sticky bomb there, or not firing off a sticky bomb. More Pentagoners now pull on the field. He's down to 2 Pentagoners for the moment. And the Rifleman squad does get annihilated. Up north we do have a Stuart pushing forward. May find some shots there in these Warfman half tracks.
Morale is dropping as we hit 100
And more artillery raining on in. Does take out one of the command tank, and there is now US Pershing on the field. Asking for some smoke. It does have a mortar half track on the field, or maybe not. Not sure it's referred to by smoke then. We do not have the crack support units. His vehicles, he doesn't have any tanks on the field. But right now his crack support units have now using crack cocaine rather than methamphetamines. And now the Flamer Pioneer gets great damage there, takes out one of these sappers inside that slit trench. Nice cross-border trying to decapture this point there. Looks like artillery being brought on in as well. The Rifle Grenade Squad does get annihilated there. He's braving the fire there. Nice cross-border does fall back. 2 models there. They still go down. There's a lot of artillery raining in this region. Pentagoners sprinting on forward, trying to scorch the point. And there's a scorch there as well. The Axemarks don't have a lot of BPs at the moment, and that could help him keep this area secure. Does have sector artillery rating on this region. Not sure how much munitions he has in reserve. He has enough for one more sector artillery and has good munitions income. Here's the Panthers push way forward, bit of artillery fire in this region. Funk Wagon see a bit of fire as well. And regular Grenadiers push way forward to get a shot there. Pershing severely damaged. Warfman gets another good hit there. Panther rolls a pin there, killing off the Panther, or Pershing. Stuart is now going to be next. Stuart was next.
Superiority once again.
And AT got not trying to rotate around to hit the Panther. The Panther's actually still at full health, so actually slightly less than full health, but still has plenty of health to work with. And the Grenadiers have claimed themselves a slip trench there. It's going to be very hard for the Allies to get him out of there. Let's use point that then marks them there to pick off one of the models. Fog now push way forward, trying to set up on this munitions sector. Let's see how this goes. Yep, now the 54 munitions. Does have one Panther strike only upgrade on this Grenadier, able to get some good damage on these M10s. Heard something explosive here, not sure what it was. I think that may just been a carcass. Or, oh, Calliope went down there. Both Hummels are down the southern flank.
The enemy has struck.
After seeing a bit of fire there, as crossbows will get splashed as well by this Calliope barrage. Does fall back. Funkwagen damage to crit there. Does get spotted by the scope rifle squad. Gets a hit there onto the Firefly. This Panther still has plenty of health. Funkwagen does go down. And there goes the Firefly as well.
Against our superior fighting capabilities.
The artillery has expired. Can always call in some more if he so chooses. There's another good hit there as well. Your pair of sniper shots there. Now got a Vet 3 US sniper. This Panther's getting so much of the repairs. Got the Vet 2 Flak 88. Now decrewed Flak 88 instead of the map. Gun itself has plenty of health to work with. Though it's shrinking a little bit. Grenadiers, since they do have the 4-man squad upgrade, they can recruit these weapons. Mortar rating on in. Flak 8 gets a good hit there. Damage across both these units. Does use field repair and alloy war machine. There goes that M10 to the Hummel. Pershing severely damaged. Panther does get the kill there. Though the gun itself, Flak 8, needs to be repaired. The Panther player has plenty of manpower to work with and a little bit over pop cap. And that will decrew the Flak 88, no problem. The Wehrmacht player does have a bit of missions to work with, plenty of manpower and fuel. The Brit player still has plenty of manpower to work with. Doesn't have the command tank anymore, which is actually a bit of a problem. Doesn't really help out when fighting against Panthers with the Fireflies. And the US player has actually spent his reserve of munitions. Does get the M10 and Pershings recovered. A bit damage over here. Flak 8 does fully get destroyed there. M10 not being pursued by the Panther. Continues trying to get these snipers. And the M10 does go down to artillery. Does get a balance there. We do got now the Hummel firing away, or Priest. More shots or Warfman are raining on in. Get a bit damage down to this Calliope as well.
Lost.
That goes down to the Sector Artillery. Sector Artillery has now expired. And he is actually out of missions for more Sector Artillery. They need an eye for potentially some observation posts on these munitions points, like this one here. And started booby trap some of these other points. Very nice. He's booby trapping this point as well. The booby trap point is now booby trapped. Sector Artillery is still raiding the sector. Does get a balance there on the Pershing. Pentrick starting to advance it forward. Actually, this is a game's replay. Well, replay that came out relatively soon. It's on the first page of recently submitted. So I just saw your comment. Stuart trying to get some shots there onto the nice cross holders. It's severely damaged. You know how the Panther trying to not engage it. Trying to advance up north. Got the Fireflies pushing forward. Oh, it's an old game that you uploaded. I see. Firefly receiving a bit of fire there. AT grenade completely whiffs because that's AT grenades for Pants Elite. These Fireflies are severely damaged. Stuart does go down. The Fireflies can be pursued. Yeah, a month is not too old, though. Bit artillery rating on in. Pushing severely damaged from those Hummels. And intends to force back these Knights crossholders. Field repair now activated. But the field repair just expired as well, so the Pershing still needs a lot of repairs. The Fireflies also need a lot of repairs. Hopefully they have sappers and engineers. Hans Grenadiers now eyeing advance up forward, trying to capture this point. Scope our squad, maybe eyeing to use Boy designated marksman. Nope. The Peasant player says plenty of manpower to work with. And some munitions he's still collecting on up. The Variable player is basically out of manpower, has plenty of munitions to work with, has Veterancy 3 up on everything except for support weapons and support or combat infantry. I'm not sure about tanks, he may not have any efficiency there. Fly piece rating on in, he's some sporadic damage. The US player has no manpower to work with, actually has now plenty of fuel to work with, and some munitions. While the Brit does a massive reserve of resources. Has one sapper, repair sapper, which is very good. Does take that one unit out with all those Pantrex. Sprint being very good. Line up a shot there. Having trouble lining up a shot. Rolls a miss there. Rolls a whiff there. Fires a shot. Rolls a miss. And his teammate, does he have any engineers? He does have 2 engineers. Does fall back these forces. Repair sappers taking time to repair up these Fireflies. Nice crossholders trying to capture this point there. Pershing still receiving repairs. Will take a bit of time though. Hummel annihilates the engineers, however. Fuel point has been captured. Let's get a shot there onto the Knights crossholders. Knights crossholders falling them back. Seeing as it's 28cm rockets, the US player is basically out of resources at the moment. The British, of course, still has plenty of resources. Best thing the Wehrmacht player can do is pull out a sniper, camouflage it in to drop it in on top of some 25-pounders. But he's down on the 25-pounder, another 25-pounder here, and the US player is also adding for out some more engineers. That's crossholders trying to capture this point there. Out of range of the flame engineers. Or, nope, now in range of the flame engineers. I'm gonna stay nice and toasty there, but do now this Stuart advancing on forward. More artillery rating on in. Enough munitions now for sector artillery. Wolfman Barrage is rating on in. Rolls a miss there onto the M1AT gun. More artillery rating on in.
They have eliminated the enemy once more.
Does get a shot there. Did the Flackety just bounce off of a Firefly? Did not know that was possible. Firefly does receive a great hit there from the Pantrex. This one does have damage to crit there as well. I'm just gonna say cancer rounds lining it up. Cancer round. No cancer round. Thought that's gonna be cancer round there. Manga destroyed. I'm gonna try to drive away now. Forces starting to fall back. We do have the Knights crossholders advancing forward. And the Pantrex shots will connect up to that Stuart.
Destroyed an enemy tank.
Got now this repair sapper, receiving a bit of fire there. The HQ command truck could go down. Firefly trying to fire away. And the US player does cast GG. And both allies do. So the clock gonna be backing on relatively soon. And now got 20 centimeter rock barrage and more barrage ready on in. As crossbow's push way forward, those are going to just stand there and fight.
Enemy unit has fallen
And
to
one
our
person
might.
does back out of the game, so it's fast forward even more. And looks like he's going to same fight. Use the Calliope barrage there. I think he's just trying to be suicidal right now. Because of the Pershing, and now he backs out of the game. Warping barrage rating on, gets his bits there, take out the Calliope. And that is the end of the game. This is Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.